Welcome, Trips Awakening. You subscribe to the truth, one within the universe, and universe is inside me. Greetings, Earthlings and my loved ones. It would be an honor if y'all would join me. Now we're about to drop some heavy stuff on y'all. You know what? I want to put this out there. A lot of y'all basically go by whatever you see on a Saturn box, or whatever you was taught, or some of y'all was basically programmed. Y'all really don't know who controls what. Certain faces that y'all see on this Saturn box, they, there's a possibility, and this is just my opinion, that some of the people that y'all look up to think that run certain countries or control the lands and all of that stuff. You don't know that for sure. Like the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and the Whore Elizabeth. The list goes on. Y'all don't know if they control stuff. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all going by images and faces just like back in the day with the paintings, like I said, with the Mona Lisas and whatever you was programmed and taught, y'all go by these images that they teach y'all. They say, oh, well, the Caucasians been you know, running it for like, what, 5, 6, 700 years. And you really don't know that. Just like I said, some of these slave stories are bullshit. You don't know what's going on. Like, for example, say if I was the richest man and richest being out here, and I control lands and different countries and even streets, and I own all of that. I'm known, but I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be seen. So, I put out, the Caucasians, Mexicans, Caucasians. I put them out and say, hey, I'm gonna allow y'all to control the money system because I don't want to be seen. Y'all gonna be the fall guy. I'm in charge, but y'all gonna do what I tell y'all to do. And I'm controlling half of the world and stuff like that. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all don't know who's controlling what. Y'all go by whatever Saturn put out there. For all y'all know, y'all hollering about, oh, the Caucasians own this and that and blah, 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 all of that silly stuff. Y'all don't know that. For example, Denzel Washington, his relatives could have owned the NBA when they first come out, and other, celebrities, relatives, they keep it in their bloodline. They share in their bloodline. And like I said, everything comes from the feminine energy. So, they could have these images that y'all see on the Saturn box, having y'all, confused and mixed up. There's a reason why they doing certain things, you know what I'm saying? And like the realest thing on this realm is your power inside of you. So if they can gain your power, your mind, and your thoughts, then that's feeding their bloodline. Because a lot of y'all get into y'all's feelings and don't know what's going on, especially when it comes to the media. The media's basically got y'all's mind scrambled and mixed up. You know what I'm saying? Got y'all spinning around and confused like Twisted Sister and Boy George. Like, yeah, that's how the media got y'all. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of y'all, like certain images, you know what I'm saying? Y'all take on that frequency and bring it back into yourself, your dimension, and your loved ones. So instead of y'all doing all this silly debating, arguing over his story and all of that stuff, because like I said, certain paintings and all of that stuff, y'all don't know if that's, like I said before, the real George Washington. Y'all don't know whoever's in control, y'all don't know what they really look like. And it could be another being that's not even, human. It could be reptilians or another being or something like that. Just don't want to be seen and controlling certain things. And like I said, the melanated merge with like different other things. There's other things in this universe besides us and animals. And then I want to talk about this while I'm thinking about it too. A lot of y'all worship these material things, like the Ankh and the cross and Buddha and the Virgin Mary and certain statues. All right. That's just like worshiping these holidays because y'all taking in that frequency and whoever, like, and when it comes to Africa and white supremacy and all of that stuff was created. That's just what I think. And I've been saying this for years to cause confusions and the dashikis and all of that stuff. Y'all taking on that frequency and especially like when it comes to the Ankh and the cross. None of y'all didn't think about wearing that mess until Tariq came out with that stuff. And that was just to set y'all up. Y'all taking on the Egyptian frequency. And y'all think y'all know what's really going on. And you really don't. And y'all bring this mess back to your house. Then y'all wondering why like negative stuff is coming around you. You know what I'm saying? Like certain symbols got curses on it and something like on it, like they was like, oh, well, they're using our symbols for the bad and stuff. That's something that they created. Y'all don't know that because some of y'all saying, oh, they're using the Ankh, the cross, and all of that stuff. To me, is nothing but material things. Y'all worshiping material things. For real. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all want to debate and argue over that type of stuff. And you know what I'm saying? You giving your energy to that. Y'all don't have no knowledge about none of that stuff. Whatever you read or whatever you watch or whatever you study, this religion or Kemet or this is, some of y'all could be in some society groups. Y'all just followers, basically. Y'all just followers. And and which the Christians is on their way out the door. They're about to get replaced by this fake new religions as conscious and the Muslim, because like I said, like on certain Christian buildings when I was riding by, they had basically the air bladders on the church. When did they start doing that, So these 501c3 corporation preachers, now people are starting to catch on to them. You know what I'm saying? And I've been putting this out there for years. Now they're starting to get exposed, not to get off topic. But y'all can't be bringing these symbols, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, that's just like, worshiping Santa Claus and having a Santa Claus statue. Y'all might as well worship that or one of these Spider-Man action figures or something. It's like, that's not going to protect you. The Ankh, the cross, none of that stuff is not going to protect you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, who creates it? Where did it actually really come from? I can give y'all a definition, but it might not even be the true definition. So y'all got to stop, like, whatever they put out. You got to use your frequency in your mind. And, you got to feel. You got to turn up your senses. Y'all don't know who's behind the scenes. Like, for real, you don't know. Y'all need to stop being followers. As I see a bunch of followers, y'all argue and debate over something you really don't know nothing about. And like, and then certain things you got to be careful what you bring in your house, especially some of these crystals. Y'all don't know who touched these crystals and y'all order these crystals and stuff like that and put it like, you know what I'm saying, like around you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring nothing in your house if you don't know how to reverse the energy, the negative energy or the curse or whatever, because some of y'all take on in certain things, you don't know how to reverse it. And especially like with these, the and the crosses and all of that. Y'all don't know what you're bringing in. So I just had to throw that in there real quick. And like I said, y'all don't know who's behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know who controls the NBA or who controls the media. You see the 13th families, they for all y'all know, they could be the fall guy, like the Trump. You know what I'm saying? These international bankers is running certain things, but you know, Trump is, you know what I'm saying, going off script, and the society groups at war with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's why all this confusion is going on, because everything is coming out and everything is about to keep getting exposed, like I said. So y'all keep on staying tuned and watch this garbage, because some of y'all into this politician mess, and I'm not. I see this crap on my timeline, you know, like when I get on social media, you know, somebody either tag me and ask me, hey, what you think and stuff like that, or, you know, or they tag me into something, say, hey, yeah, you said this was going to happen like 4 or 5 years ago, now it's happening. You know what I'm saying? I got tagged in, you know, certain videos, and people was like, you did say this was going to happen. So just, you know, use your senses, use your common sense. You know what I'm saying? Stop being followers, stop arguing with somebody. Oh, you know, y'all earthlings be going back and forth over something you don't have no knowledge about. You don't know what certain things mean, or certain symbols that you wear, you know what I'm saying? From because everything is made from other countries, and you don't know, you know, they have a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying, working, you know, putting their energy, you know what I'm saying, and they could be depressed, you know what I'm saying, their energy be depressed, and they touching certain symbols, and then, you know, these corporations know certain words and know certain things to say and bring it back over here, and y'all take on that frequency, and then y'all bring in negative stuff in your house. You get what I'm saying? That's probably gonna go over some heads, but people that's aware get what I'm saying. You know, some of these people over these other countries, they suffering and stuff, like making these things and stuff like that. They using their energy and their physical. And some of them then lost their, you know, their timeline, which is called life. You know what I'm saying? They basically, you know what I'm saying? They basically lost everything, lost their loved ones, their relatives. You know, and like some of that energy carries on to some of these material things that y'all, you know what I'm saying, that y'all's little gadgets and certain things like that, certain statues. And some of y'all probably go to yard sales, you know what I'm saying, or whatever they call it, yard sale, garage sale, whatever they call it. And, you know, y'all get certain items and stuff, y'all carrying on that frequency. Y'all don't know where that stuff been. So you just got to be careful what you take in, because you open yourself up to something that you might not can handle. Or some of y'all can't handle because you don't know how to reverse it. What? Did somebody say something?